Hello Cancer, how you doing? Welcome to your energy tarot reading here on the Astroflower, going from the 11th to the 17th of November. Hope you're all doing well. We're going to be doing a Zoom room energy tarot 2025 reading for Cancer. If you want to be part of that, so we record the live we record the reading live, and then basically after that we can talk to one another. You can ask questions, we can pull cards on that question, and etc. It'll be absolutely brilliant. It'll be good time to sort of chit and chat, as it were, direct between us. Eventually, afterwards, the actual reading itself will go onto YouTube, but not the questions. So yeah, it'll be a good moment that we can actually have together. We can talk about energy and stuff like that. Have you seen the energy update? If you have, you would know the sort of energies we're going to be looking at, and the elements in regards to your Astroflower a little bit later on, and seeing what the messages that are coming in from those energies and how they're affecting your reading. But in the meantime, let's just pull up the Astroflower and see what we get for you in the way of messages, as it were. Okay, so this is the overall energy that's blowing through you. There's a building of energy on your relationship side, emotional side of life, where you're building into something that you've got very good connections, very joyous connections, fun connections with the world that is around you by the looks of things. But there's building up a desire from within you for something that's a lot more larger, stronger, more concrete within your life. That's what it seems to be building up from within you. On your financial side, it's moving into the future. Things should be moving on now. You should be able to sort of start provoking possibilities within your career path, or within your job, or within your business, or your projects that you so wish to do. There seems to be like a clear passage in front of you at the moment where you can really direct your energy into future projects, or building projects more than anything else. So, and you feeling that within you will help you to drive forward and get those projects in line, or get that business in line, or get that career path in line, whichever is sort of like tickling your fancy at the moment. There's a real sort of direction for the future. Look, this is it. I think you are ready to offer your love to something, someone, some situation. Could be sort of like a spiritual path, or a way of being as well, as much as anything else. But it's a real strong desire for you. There's also a strong desire to open up something new in the future and develop that. And I think you're bringing a lot of gifts almost to your own life, because you're investing in yourself. This is what it seems like, without having to worry about the rest of the world that is around you. Let's just have a look what's going on that relationship side, on the emotional sort of side of life. There's the karmic path seems to be straight. I think it's pretty clear from within you, and I think this is what is increasing this energy between your past and your future, and really looking to invest in some sort of relationship more than anything else. The universe as well, the connection to the universe coming out of this petal here is sort of like it goes straight up, direct. It's also very in line with your karmic path, and it's like the universe is sort of like, it's like on a dating app. It's as if like the universe has already sorted out the best for you. Not that I do dating apps, and I don't know how they work. I just know some people get involved in them. But I think it's more important that if you get out there and you enjoy life, then you're going to meet up with other people who enjoy the similar sort of things as you. And therefore, you're going to make a much more concrete sort of thing. But the universe is sort of like, sorting your sort of connections with others that are around you. And look at that. It's obviously bringing in something that's incredibly passionate for you. It could be a whole new offering of love within your life here, Cancer. Really, really beautiful energies. And it's coming from you. It's like you're really driving that sort of emotions that are coming through you at the moment on your karmic path and the relationship side. Absolutely amazing. From the past, It's a lot of books. It seems like you've learned a lot. You've learned a lot about yourself. You learned a lot about the world around you. And in your future self, this is really much more higher. This is much more in line with this. And the universe is sort of like bringing in that sort of energy, that's bringing in that quality energy. And there seems to be, it's almost as if like you're narrowing down the field. I think you're finding the person who really sits, that can sit with you, that understands you, that you understand them, and it's a real complicity about it. What's the lessons that come out of this week here? You're the one. This is the one. This is the one. Yeah, bit of stone roses there, but look at that, there's roses on there. This is the one. And I think you're recognizing it on your karmic path as well. Really, really nice energy, actually. Really beautiful energy. Something that's really building within you on the connection to the universe. And this is where the universe is playing incredibly smart for you. You get the Seven of Swords. This is like diffusing any sort of complicated sort of possible relationships that could connect with you, and only allowing the good stuff through. And that's what they're allowing through. Something that is really bringing in the new, out with the old and in with the new. Real passionate engagement with another person within your life, that it feels so right, it feels so solid, it feels so good. In the past, I said about books and learning. I think you've learned a lot. I think you've learned a lot about disappointment and how we can almost create our own disappointment in life by our own expectations, by our own sort of like ideals. And it's and also by the ideals and expectations of others. It's sometimes incredibly difficult to put it together, but you seem to have learned a lot. It's out of that learning there is made you really laser focused on the person that is good for you. And look at that. That's what's in your future self, and that seems to be this offering that's coming into your life. Very good for you, Cancer. Very vibrant energies for you of a new offering of love. And it just makes you feel, I think you'll recognize it because it makes you feel that you're alive in every sense of the term, not only emotionally, but mentally, physically, creativity wise, everything like that. It just makes you feel totally at one with what you're doing and who you're with. Really, really good energies for you here. Really, really beautiful energies for the future. I would really sort of keep an eye out for that. In your future self, it's all about judgment. Using that wisdom. This is the one. This is that judgment. There you go. This is the one. And it's so clear for you. And it's like you can see now in this week here, with this person here, you can see a very long-term relationship. You can see growth and expansion and exploration with this person, really enjoying the happy side of life. And it seems to be really playing in your favor. Really playing in your favor. Absolutely beautiful on the relationship side. Let's just see what's going on the financial side. Okay, so this idea of what, being able to concentrate on your future, I think it's something that's been around in your life for a long time. So it might have been an idea of, starting up a cafe, and, you've got this opportunity and you're doing it as a sideline in a way. So it's only a cafe that's only open because it's for tourists, and they only come down on the Friday, Saturday and the Sunday, and you're only open on the Friday, the Saturday and the Sunday. It could well be that sort of thing. It starts off small, but it's actually, can become quite big for you. But it's something that you've already had in mind, as it were, more than anything else. It may not actually be working yet, but it's the idea of something that you've had in mind. In your connection to the universe and so forth, it's bringing in someone who carries weight. It's like they have they bring in weight and authority in a way. It's not like they don't seem to be very creative, but they're very productive, and it's taking on that energy of being very productive, I think, will help you to, forge ahead in the pathway of the life that you want to do. And it could be just like admiring someone from afar, seeing someone on YouTube sort of saying you should do this with your business, or this is the attitude you sort of have, and taking that on and applying it in your life, and it's going to really, really help you out. On your past self, you've been sorting out everything. You're sorting out the home life, you're sorting out all your finances, you've been sorting out your, making sure you've got consistent money coming in, and stuff like that, and you've got that now, and it's you've been working hard at that and getting sort of consistency and sort of having solid foundation, as it were. And in the future self, this is where you can really play. This is all about desires, or this is what you'd like to do as a project in your life, and it could be just sort of like opening up a donkey sanctuary or horse sanctuary or whatever it is, and if it just makes you feel kind of go, yeah, that's exactly what I should be doing, then maybe that's what you should be doing, so and I think following that, pushing that angle in your life, I think is really, really good. It doesn't just help you, it helps lots of people that are around you. The lessons that come out of this week here are very strong. Dreams are not just built on ideas in the head or the imagination and stuff like that. It's also built upon, laying bricks and making solid foundations. So, and I think it's like this week here, the lesson is learning about sort of kind of being a bit more sort of consistent and having a bit of tenacity with aspects of the projects that you want to do, not allowing it just to fly and kind of go, oh, okay, well, let's see if it works. No, let's not see if it works, let's get it down and done. That's the sort of lesson that you're sort of learning this week. A little bit hard for you, I think, Cancer, because you love the dream, but yeah, it's maybe a little bit hard for you. On your karmic path here, you get the 5 of Wands. Yeah, this is about reaching for a goal here, and it's about an internal conflict within you. And I don't think it's in a conflict to kind of going, you're saying to yourself, I'm not the best, I shouldn't be, I don't deserve this and everything like that. It's not that sort of conflict. It's a sort of conflict to sort of kind of going, come on, you can do it. It's self-promotion in a way, not necessarily self-promotion in the outside world, but self-promotion from within you. That's really important. And look at that. That's on the connection to the universe. That's that intuition. That's that sort of listening to someone doing a podcast or reading a book, or, just hearing what other people within your, around you. It's helping you to get a little bit more sort of concrete within your world. And you need to have that sort of like that intuition side of you, that radar sort of working. And when it's working, that's going to be your intuition, that's going to be your exciting part, your dreaming part. But it's all about as well getting it physically done. Yeah, I think you've had an ascension moment. I think you've, in the past, and I don't think it's yesterday, I think it's quite some time, but generally in the past you've had this moment of clarity, of vision, of understanding that may have been a bit of a shock for you in the past, but it's made you look at life and do life slightly differently. And I think this is where you've now got to really start reaching for the goals. And look at the top there. Out of the future self, you get the Empress card. There's a lot of beautiful stuff going on here. There is a fight that is within you to drive that solidness, that material side of life. And she is creating this whole new world here, this Empress. She has a control over her world through an emotional state. But she's got everything going for her. Look, she's got the moon at the top. She's silhouetted by the sun, and she's creating the earth. She embodies the whole idea of life. And I think it's making you, once you get on and start really sort of getting things in place, physically doing it, putting the bricks in place, I think it's going to make you very desirable by the world around you. It's going to attract a lot of people to you, because it's like that whole idea of, what's that film about baseball? He goes, build it and the people will come. Whatever it is, I forgot what quote that comes from. But it's like that. It's like, build it and people will come. And that's what's going to send you off on a whole new journey in regards to your finances. Don't get lost in the illusions of life. You get the Capricorn Devil card here, and the Capricorn is your opposite sign. So I think it's helping you out here by showing you maybe the things that you just, you may kind of think, oh, I don't really want to do that. And you may not want to do that, but it's got to be done. And I think this is where it's playing life is, or you're questioning about the situation is playing devil's advocate with you. Okay, let's just see about the messages and how the energy is sort of coming into your life at the moment. If you've seen the energy update, you'll probably know the things that we're talking about. But let's just go and have a look at the sun and see what's happening there. So here we have the sun from the beginning part of the week. First things you'll notice are these two coronal holes that are gradually going out of distance, but there are big coronal holes coming in to replace it. Now this is this earth energy. It was lacking at the earlier part of this week here, the week just gone past, and I put out a post about that, about the energies. I think it could have been maybe the week before, and it's lulled a bit, but it's certainly coming back with a passion at the moment and driving a lot of the energies. And as it's these sort of coronal holes here, as you can see up here, they're squashing these sort of sunspots here, and it's bringing cycle 2025, the high part of cycle 2025, to a close. And we're going to get a lot more coronal holes in the future, in the next sort of like 2 or 3 years. But at the moment, we're looking also at the filament energies. Now that's that water energies, and they have been playing quite an important role here. It's a bit like, if you imagine, it's like a sculptor has a massive block of wood in front of them. That is the main energy, the wood, earth energy, okay? But the sculptor is using a little chisel, and he's gradually shaping that wood. So it's the actual chisel that's doing the work, and this is what seems to be coming through on the energies at the moment. And this is what we saw here. So we've got a sunspot here, and we've got another sunspot out the back here, but there's one that's joining the two. And there's lots of filament energies around as well. We've got those coronal holes. There's one coronal hole there at the bottom. There's another one at the top. And we've got another two that are coming through. But as these sunspots erupt in tandem together, these two here, look at this filament energy and how it goes and feeds this sort of like energy of the flare before it, the sunspot before it. Here it goes now. It's going to kick off, and you'll see it run down the filament energy along the sun. It doesn't actually eject anything. Here we go here. It doesn't actually eject anything, but it certainly goes. You can see it running along the sun. And this is about that earth energy, if you like, that's coming through. And this earth energy is being sculpted by water and fire energy. So there's a passionate, emotional sort of side. So we will be looking at mainly the earth energies and combining what it does with air, because the air energy is still very prevalent on the earth. But we're also going to be looking at the water and fire connections. Now you have a lot of fire within your sign. You have this fire that comes in from Aries here, you have this fire that comes in from Leo, and you have this fire that comes in from Gemini, which is just next to you. But it's a lot of fire and earth, fire and earth, fire and earth. And you can see this is mainly playing out on your financial sort of side. And this is where I think the devil's coming into play and asking you to really sort of like get your passions into physically getting things into place for you. I think we should be looking at this crossing point here of where this earth is coming in, but we can also see this with this mutable earth that comes in from Virgo on your relationship side here. And you've got this fire that comes there, so it's this crossing point here, which I will be very interested in. This fire here is only going to be feeding on the little bits of here and now, basically. And that's why I said, like, the energy that is within you, there seems to be a very happy-go-lucky energy that's going on, but there's a very centralized sort of thing. And I think that centralized energy is coming through that fixed earth there that's sort of playing within your fire, within your flower. So we're going to be pulling a few cards on that. We're going to be pulling a few cards on that side as well. And just seeing what this sort of like fire has to give us with the here and now. Okay, so let's just pull back up your cards. And let's just see what's going on with the those earth energies that are flying into you. So we're looking at the combination between the Five of Cups and the Queen of Cups, and we're looking at the connection between the Judgment and the Empress card. Really beautiful thing on the financial sort of side. But let's start on the relationship side. You get the Page of Wands. This is learning how to play and enjoy, and I think this is enjoying with someone without, losing your identity, without, giving everything over to that person, but without either sort of holding that person off. It's just happily going down life together and exploring and being a bit childlike about it. Yeah, High Priestess. Following, I think this energy that's coming in here is allowing you to follow that intuition that is within you. And I think that's where it comes from. If it's passionate for you with this connection with this person, explore it, open it up, see where it goes, basically. Let's just see what goes on the financial side, connecting between the two. From your past to your future, you get the Ten of Wands. Yeah, I think you're looking at life in a completely different way now. And I think you're organising things so you don't have to carry everything all the time. And this is about getting things physically in place. Once they're in place, you don't have to keep going back and doing it. So rather than just sort of like kind of going, oh, just put something over that broken window, just put a bit of plastic over that broken window. No, just replace the window. And then you don't have to keep dealing with it, and it's that sort of thing. I think it's the revelation that's happening with you, and it's giving you the Knight of Cups. It's giving you that sensation that it's possible for you to actually go out there and just explore your dreams of what you so desire to be experienced in the way of material worlds. Let's just have a look at this fire that comes in for you. You get the King of Cups here, which is beautiful, with the Queen of Cups. It's a divine counterpart that's being thrown in here with you. Absolutely beautiful, really beautiful energies that the earth, the fiery waters, that passion, that's what I was talking about, of really enjoying life in every single angle. It's really making it so good for you. And you get the Queen of Pentacles. Look at that. Out the top there, you're getting two kings and two queens. Really, really beautiful, divine stuff going on here. And I think you've got everything, haven't you? Yeah. No, you haven't got the wands. The only thing you're missing is the wands. But you are the wand that's in there. This connection with another person that is around you is phenomenal. This is the one. This is the one. This is it. This is it for you, Cancer. There's a real opportunity to find the one you love. It's amazing. Okay, so yeah, have a good one, Cancer. If you want to be part of the Zoom Room 2025 tarot reading, and you can book it up, there's a link in the description. Be there from Saturday morning. Yeah, I will see you at the energy update. Thank you for all the support you give to this channel. Absolutely beautiful. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.